cause like Jorginho might go to Arsenal, and I'm just like, what? What? They didn't want to sell Gallagher to Newcastle or Man U, but they want to sell Jorginho to Arsenal. Like, I'm not even talking to the Jorginho haters in this fan base. I'm not leave, but not mid-season. And to Arsenal, of all teams, Arsenal, like, but let's try and talk about the good things of this transfer. We have signed 7 players. Joking, no, I'm not joking. Todd is not joking. It's not our fault that our owner has money and is willing to spend it. It's not our fault. And his surname, I'm sorry, as a Nigerian, I cannot unhear the name as an Igbo name. I can't unhear it. I can't unsee it. Like, I might be pronouncing it wrong, but I think it's either Maduke or Maduike. Acedo is a good player, but 80 million, like, be fucking for real. Be motherfucking for real. Sorry for my language, but be for real. I'm back to give you hot. Based on, you see, this is why I didn't want to film this video earlier. Based on like recent development, I'm very unhappy about Chelsea. I'm very, very unhappy because like Jorginho might go to Arsenal, and I'm just like, what? Like, how does that even remotely make sense? And for the reports that came out saying that they didn't want to sell Gallagher to Newcastle or Man U, but they want to sell Jorginho to Arsenal. Like, how does that even make any sense? Like, does that make sense to you? Because it makes no sense to me. And that is, I'm not even talking to the Jorginho haters in this fan base. I'm not even talking to them because those guys are like crazy. Because if you think about it, he's the only fit midfielder we have. Kovacic will not can stay fit to the end of the season, but we're not going to be sure because we're going to have like a lot of games leading up to the end of the season, champs and whatever, and that's if we even progress from the round of 16. As if that's not enough, we now said you're right. Like, I don't know. The tea is paining me. Don't worry, it's really paining me. I'm maybe because like I like Jorginho, that's why like it's paining me. But I felt I was kind of okay with him going at the end of the season if he even had to leave, but not mid-season. And to Arsenal, of all teams, Arsenal, like, you can sell him to fucking Inter Milan or Juve or whatever. Like, I don't care. I absolutely don't care. Or you can sell him to Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid or anywhere else, but not Arsenal. Like, there's some teams in England that I really dislike. Liverpool, Man U, Arsenal, in no particular order. Like, I don't like all these 3 teams in maybe the same degree or same ratio. So to sell someone like Jorginho, like when we sold William Czech to Arsenal, I was obviously sad, but I'm not as sad as I am that we're selling Jorginho. But that again is a side note. But let's try and talk about the good things of this transfer window. So far, by this time of the day, we have signed 7 players. And let me breathe before I list them. Gusto, Mudryk, Felix, Badiashile, Maduke. God, I just feel him. Fofana, Santos. Yes. So we have signed 7 players, like I mentioned, and if you are watching my previous videos of me talking about buy and sell, you can go and check it out on my channel. Who thought Boli should buy or sell? Did he even buy anybody that I mentioned? I don't think so. But you should still check out that video, you know. Just check that because I feel like I gave good recommendations. And go over the recap of like how each signing came in. I'm not sure who came in first. I think it's between Fofana or Santos that we signed at the beginning of the transfer window. So I think those were the 2 we first signed. Then Badiashile came in, I've never heard of him prior to this. I can't be like, I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you that I've heard about him. I have not heard about him. But if he's good, I don't care. It's not about big name, it's not about small name. You get on a pitch, you perform. That's all I care about. So him, then we signed Felix. Felix was out of nowhere. Joao Felix was out of nowhere. Like obviously we had been seeing reports before the window opened that he wasn't happy in Atletico, and we're just like, okay, but they were saying that he might not be able to go on a permanent move, even though that's what he wanted. So they now started talking about loan, that Atletico would preferably consider a loan. So when they were talking about a loan, they were not talking about other clubs. From nowhere, oh, Chelsea just entered the race. Before you know it, before you know it, we have signed him. He's announced. I was like, we're not joking, oh, we're not joking. Todd is not joking here. Then after him was Mudryk. And Mudryk's own was the funniest. It's almost as chaotic as Enzo. I don't know if we'll be able to sign Enzo, but if we will, like, yeah, if we don't, like, whatever. Not whatever, but you know, you can't cry over spilled milk, you know. Mudryk's song was the funniest because like Arsenal fans cried so much, and you know, like I said, I don't like Arsenal, so I had so much joy seeing them unhappy about a player they have scouted, looked at, did all the groundwork for the kind of contract the club they were buying him from wanted and everything, only for Chelsea to just enter the race and say, what you say, okay, you want 80 million, here, have it, like, end of discussion, let's fly home. He was in London, he was signed, he was announced during the game. That in itself is a very weird one, but you know, we'll allow it because I'll still address Chelsea's media team. I'm coming for you guys, but that's by the way. So we signed him, then they're now trying to make it seem like, you know, the player loves money. Which player does not love money? Please tell me, which player does not love money? I say Arsenal has never in any contract like conversation with or like battle or bidding war with another team where like they didn't offer more money. Like, just tell us you don't have money, you know. Tell us you don't have money and we'll be okay. It's not our fault that our owner has money and is willing to spend it. It's not our fault. And I know that the debate will be 10-1. This is just this season. Like, go and look at our record. We have more trophies over the past 10 years than Arsenal. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So yeah. So we signed Mudryk. Shout out to him. He looks like the real deal. You know, of all the players, there are two players. Technically, I think it's two that really played and had immediate impact. So that's Badiashile and Mudryk. You know, for that price tag of 88 million, even though I've seen so many price tags going around, some people say 100, some people say 90, some people say 70 something plus add-on, but I think it's 88 million. Yeah. Then after we signed Madueke, see, he's an English boy, and his surname, I'm sorry, as a Nigerian, I cannot unhear the name as an Igbo name. I can't unhear it. I can't unsee it. Like, I might be pronouncing it wrong, but I think it's either Maduke or Maduike. That's what I think, but don't take my word for it. It's just the Nigerian. The Nigerian in me cannot hear anything else. Okay? Yeah. So he came in for 30 million. Then the last person we have signed so far was Gusto. Yeah. He too, I didn't really hear much about him, but I know he plays in Lyon. I don't watch French league. I do not. So I will not sit here and tell you. But I think I watched some of his compilation. And he looks good, at least for a backup for Rich James. Like, he's good enough in my opinion. And it is a thing where if we buy players for squad depth, the quality shouldn't drop, even though they might not be starter quality, but they can also be starter quality because we don't want to drop. Like Bishop obviously is the best, is in his position, but I don't want the quality to drop, and I don't think anybody should want the quality to drop because, like, see mine for instance, when Casemiro got injured, like you could obviously see the drop in quality. Like we don't want that. We don't want another injury crisis this season or even beginning of next season, because let's even say this season is over and done. Next season, Arsenal, watch out. Man City, watch out. Man U, watch out. I don't want to hear it. 7 players. Even this season itself, quote me anywhere. Champs, champs title charge. Our third champs title charge. Watch it, watch out. I don't care if we sell Jojo or whatever, but trust me. Quote me anywhere. Champs title charge is on again. Who knows? We could even win the league. I know that's never been done before. I know it has never been done before. But who says we cannot win the league? I mean, Chelsea are in the business of doing what nobody has done. So to go from 10th to winning the league, is it impossible? Maybe. Can we do it? Of course. See, there's nothing impossible under this sun as far as God did with us, you know. And God did with Chelsea. I didn't add Jorginho's on because, like, it's not fully confirmed by the time I was filming this video. But if he does get sold, I will like insert like a little writing or text saying that like he did get sold. But yeah, so I even forgot Zed. Oh my god, Zed might be going to PSG on loan or permanent. Also, by the time I was filming this video, it's not confirmed. There have been a lot of speculation here, there. And Chelsea was very much linked with a lot of players, like see Caicedo. Caicedo's one is just sad. Like, I get that teams, like the club always come first before the player, but like how clubs would just like see Enzo on too, like how these clubs are asking for insane money to just to drive other clubs away and say, oh, don't come for our player, we don't want to sell our player. You'll not be offering things like, or saying the price tag is 80. Like, Caicedo is a good player, but 80 million, like, be fucking for real. Sorry for my language, but be for real. Like, hey, I just, it's busting my head. It's just as mind-blowing as when Haaland, Chelsea was trying to go for Haaland and they were calling 150. 150? Bro, 150? Nah. Cut the cameras. Like, it's over. It's not nice. Clubs should be a little more like understanding of other clubs, because imagine if, and I don't think Chelsea really does that to other teams. But when other teams want to come and buy Chelsea, yeah, sometimes we used to inflate the price, but not to like 100% increase. Like, come on, 80 million, 120. I get that his buyout clause, Enzo's buyout clause was 120 million. But we have agreed to pay the 120 million. They're now saying, oh, the installment is too wide. They want the money now. If Chelsea pay that money right now, we are going to enter FFP laws. And it's just like, are we ready to risk what we could do in summer? Enzo, like, I know we need Enzo, but also if another player goes or we get another injury or something, also if Potter even gets sacked and the new coach does not want Enzo, it's not like anybody won't want Enzo, but like, also if the system does not fit Enzo, what next? But yeah, I've come to the end of my video. You know, I think we can rate this transfer window as maybe Chelsea's best transfer window yet. I know that if we had signed Enzo, it would have just put the cherry on top of this thing, but like, I'm still grateful for 7 players, 7 good players. Like, even if we end up only using 5 out of the 7 or 4 out of the 7, I still think that's a very good bargain in January. Like, We need all the help we can get if we're going to even salvage this season. So yeah, please don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends. Okay? Yeah. What else? Hit the bell like notification to know when I post. I'll be more consistent now that I've gotten all of this. Now that we have our setup, I'm going to be giving you back to back to back. Next video might be a pre-match review against Chelsea and Fulham on the 3rd of February, or it will be a post-match reaction of that game. Just watch out for that. Bye.